Hi, I'm Mrs. Bellin, and I'm happy to be here with you today and talk to you just a little bit about how ninth and 10th graders can use Naviance. We are blessed to be able to go into the classroom and talk to the students about their career, their current grades, and the path that God wants them to be on. Naviance is an amazing software system that's both very practical and helps them with organization, as well as it's an amazing exploration tool that we're blessed to have. One of the tabs on the Family Connections Naviance page is About Me. This is a great place, and this is where we start with the 9th and 10th graders. There are several assessments that we'll do one at a time, and they can do things like learning styles, which we talk a lot about how they are building their transcript right now today, and their learning style is important, that they start to differentiate and discover their strengths and their weaknesses. And we also talk a lot about advocating for yourself so that you can do the very best you can. We feel like if they'll put the time in now, they're going to have many options. And the less work they put in, sometimes they start to limit their options, and we want to encourage them not to limit their options. There's another inventory that's Do What You Are, so that they'll really start to think about, what are my strengths? What are the things that God has put in my life that I seem to do really well with? What do other people tell me I'm good at? So they can start exploring maybe where God is calling them. There are other things on the Naviance system too, like a resume builder. So this is a place that it's not too early to start. Their junior year, they'll actually work on this more formally, but it's a wonderful organizational place to put down when they do those special service hours. I volunteered at the Humane Society. They can put that, just needs to be a bullet point just to help them remember when they get that special award, or maybe in 8th grade they did something very special, went on a mission trip. It's just a place to start gathering that information, because we've had many seniors come to us the senior year and say, what was that thing I did? What was that thing I got? And sometimes we can, like, I'm not sure that was what you did during the summer. So this is a great way for them to start keeping track of that very important information that's going to help them with extra scholarships and even applications to school. Another of the tabs is careers. And so this is going to have some inventories about interests, career cluster areas. We know they feel not sure, probably 98% of the kids, and so this is a way for them to explore a little bit. The Naviance has amazing videos that they can put together. For example, they're interested in the arts and they're interested in working outdoors, and they can have a couple other little things, and Naviance will generate a list of 20 videos of people who work in careers with those particular interests, like outdoors and art and things like that. So they can actually hear some people that are working in jobs that have similar interests. So that's an amazing thing that it will give them the chance to explore. Another tab is colleges, and this is fun now. It's not too early. There's a link to put in some colleges I'm interested in. And every year we ask them also to do their plan. So are you thinking a 4-year school? Are you thinking a 2-year school? Are you going to stay in state, go out of state? Just helping them think through some of those processing questions. And of course, the fun thing for us is to watch how that develops and how that unfolds. And so they have the option to go on the colleges tab, perhaps do a super match. There's a place to put in, I'd like to go to a suburban school. I'd like to go to a school with under 10,000 people. I'd like to go to a school that's liberal arts, or I'd like to go to a school that has a great engineering program. And then they can hit the search, and it'll come up with many schools that fit that criteria, so that they can start exploring. Also, they can do a search, let's say Southeastern Louisiana. So they put that in, and it's going to tell them what's the average ACT that students that are admitted there. What's the a general GPA that I would need to be accepted there. What are some of the majors? What are the extracurriculars? So it's just kind of fun to start really exploring. It's amazing how fast these 4 years go by. And already the freshmen are halfway through their freshman year, and sophomores are starting to think about their schedule for their junior year. So it does go very fast, and Naviance is an amazing way, not only practically to keep up with information. There's a planner tab. They can put goals and tasks, but also Miss Elker, myself, Miss Watts, Miss Vega, if we have an assignment for them, like your resume is due this date, we can communicate with them. As Miss Elker will tell you, this is also our very practical software to communicate with colleges when they apply. This is how we know where they want to apply. This is how we send transcripts. So we keep up with all this information. When your student also takes the ACT score, this is another place, ACT test, this is another place we'll input the score there, their GPA. So it's just a one spot data collection, practical, organizational, and wonderfully exploratory tool that they have right now today.